Once upon a moonwalk in a world where the impossible seemed just a moonbeam away, I found myself swept up in a conspiracy that made even Mr. Konspirasea raise an intrigued eyebrow. The tale I stumbled upon was as groovy as a moonwalk and as puzzling as a puzzle-filled thriller, the legend of Michael Jackson's celestial encore. You see, the world mourned the passing of the king of pop, Michael Jackson, believing he'd danced his last moonwalk. But what if the curtain didn't close on his cosmic performance? What if the man who moonwalked across generations still tapped his toes on a hidden stage? The saga began on a moonlit night, when whispers echoed through a smoky alley, rumors of Michael Jackson's triumphant encore. A cryptic message led me to a secret gathering of believers, the Moonwalkers Anonymous, a community convinced that the king of pop was alive and moonwalking among us. One moonwalker, a man named Leo, shared a tale that sent shivers down my spine and had me practicing my moonwalk moves. According to Leo, MJ's death was merely a smokescreen for his grand escape. The legend goes that Jackson was in possession of a revolutionary device that could transfer his consciousness into another host. Imagine this. Michael Jackson, donning his iconic fedora and white glove, stepped into a chamber and hit a button. In a flash of light, his essence leapt into a new vessel, a body identical to his prime. No longer confined by the mortal coil, he continued his musical journey under a clever disguise, serenading fans while moonwalking through the shadows. But the Moonwalkers Anonymous didn't just deal in stories, they had evidence that would make even the most ardent skeptic raise an eyebrow. Grainy videos showed a figure who suspiciously resembled the king of pop, moonwalking through streets and dancing under moonlit skies. That signature spin and those smooth moves couldn't be replicated. The journey took me to a remote island where the MJ Resort stood in all its glory. The rumor was that this luxurious retreat wasn't just for relaxation, it was MJ's hidden fortress where he continued crafting musical masterpieces. As I roamed the island, whispers of his presence swirled in the wind, and I couldn't shake the feeling that the moonlit silhouette I glimpsed was none other than Michael Jackson himself. But the pièce de résistance came when I stumbled upon a hidden dance-off that would have made the king himself proud. A dimly lit alley turned into a battleground of moonwalkers and dancers, all channeling their inner Michael. Moves were busted, spins were spun, and moonwalks were moonwalked. The air was electric with the belief that somewhere, somehow, the real king of pop was watching with a grin. As the night ended, I couldn't help but chuckle at the audacity of it all. Could Michael Jackson really be moonwalking among us, hidden in plain sight? Was the MJ Resort his refuge? A place where he could escape the spotlight and craft music that transcended time and space. The thought was as thrilling as a moonwalk, as mysterious as a moonlit night. And so, my fellow cosmic dancers, let us entertain the notion that legends can linger beyond the realm of the expected. Whether Michael Jackson's moonwalks still grace our world or he's become a celestial maestro, the truth is often as enchanting as the music he left behind. As I departed from the Moonwalkers Anonymous, I couldn't help but smile at the thought of Michael Jackson's celestial encore. After all, isn't it better to believe in the extraordinary? To imagine that the king of pop is out there moonwalking through the cosmos, a dazzling star whose light will forever shine on the dance floor of our hearts. Subscribe now, or Michael Jackson will kidnap your kids or future kids and drop them off on the moon.